Donegal, Edo here, Sunday, 15th of February, just in case you're curious. Do like to throw an old date in there. Just after midday. First of all, traditionally, coffee. Oh, yes. I do like to start my day with my coffee and my Starbucks mug, which keeps my said coffee heated for about 2.5 hours, which is brilliant. So, anyway, enough of that shy. I am on my way to Lahinch. I'm going to call this possibly my first official vlog for the year. I did one. I was down in Lahinch for New Year's Eve, hopped into the sea New Year's Day, so even though yes it was a vlog, I was doing that regardless anyway. But my plan for the year is to travel and go everywhere in Ireland, and I'm very, 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 very impatient. I'm a very impatient person. So the weather is meant to be shit, between snowstorms, sleet, rain, floods, twisters, thunder, volcanoes, earthquakes. I know it's a bit crap now. The sun there a few minutes ago was coming through the glass here on the left, and it was blinding. So the sun is splitting the rocks at the moment. Fingers crossed it's that same way when I get down to that area. I may head as far as Spanish Point first and make my way back to Lahinch, because I've all day. It's only just after midday, so I've all day to do whatever. So yes, so I'm going to call this my first official Wild Atlantic Way spin for 2026. I've loads of plans between basically travelling all over Ireland, along the coast as well as inland. I'm not going to just do the coastline. There's loads of interesting places inland as well. I have a diary at home. I'm working on the 32 counties as we speak, and every time I come across an interesting place on YouTube or Facebook, I'm jotting it down. I'm on my second page for Donegal alone. There's that many places up there, so that's going to take a long time to do it. I have no intentions of doing it in the 1 year. If this takes me a few years, so be it. So I just want to see this fabulous country of ours, as well as the Wild Atlantic Way from Kinsale to Donegal, the Copper Coast Road in Waterford, then you've Wexford. I very, very rarely go near those areas, but there is a few interesting places. I have them jotted down, so I'm going to visit them as well. I'm going to do drone footage. I am going to do greenways on my bicycle, my e-bike, because my knees are fucked. So that should be good old crack. So yes, I'm going to call this my first official vlog. I'm on a dual carriageway at the moment. I hate dual carriageways, as you should know by now. I'm just pulling it back in here now. But from my house to Ballinasloe, I don't really have much of a choice. But once I come off of Ballinasloe, and then I've got Loughrea, Gort, Corrafin, and then my destination, look, so be it. It makes a bit of time. They're just boring. I don't know what it is about dual carriageways. They're just boring as feck. So I'll pull off of Ballinasloe, slow down, take my time, take in the scenery, and so on. So I'm going to make this up as I go along. I might have a little waffle between here and when I stop. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I have my drone with me, so I might get that up in the air today, depending on the weather. If the earthquake, volcanoes and twisters, you know, as they forecast, don't come along, I might be looking to get it up into the air. If not, I'll get a shitload of photographs anyway. I might even do an old vlog in a pub, you never know. As I said, I'm going to make this up as I go along. So I'm going to shut up now, take in the scenery, and roll it there, Sharton. Okay, back again. I know I was slagging about the sun splitting the rocks earlier. I am off the dual carriageway, obviously. Don't like dual carriageways at all. I have gone through Lochray. I'm on the far side of Lochray at the moment. I'm back onto the old roads, which I love. Slows you down, something to see, not boring, blah blah blah. There's a nice little bridge now. I know a few minutes ago I said roll it there, shouldn't. So from the last waffle I gave to this waffle, maybe, as I said, I'm going to experiment with this channel. I'm going to blitz, as I said, Ireland this year, but I want to do new and different things and experiment on the YouTube and experiment with the editing system that has just gone straight out of my head. But anyway, cap cut. So what I might do is either just go straight from the last waffle and roll it there shagging to this waffle, and then do the roll it there shagging after this. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll take the chip out of my next base dash cam and use that as well. But the reason I just threw this back on here for a second is, yes, as earlier on I said, sun was splitting the rocks. I am heading towards Gort in about 15, maybe 20 minutes. The sky ahead of me is black, and I mean black. I am gonna hit a lot of rain. It doesn't bother me. It's the west coast of Ireland, so it's part and parcel. You can get 4 seasons down here as such. Myself and herself have been down here in heat waves, snow, pissing rain, sleet, gale force winds, and I couldn't give a shite, to be honest with you. If it's wet out, I'd be sitting in a bar having a beer. I'm not going to get wet inside the pub eating me chicken wings and chips, which, by the way, I will be getting later on. So as I said, yes, the clouds ahead of me, or the sky ahead of me, is pitch black. Have my side lights on? Yeah, I do. So might do a whole lot of walking, but feck it. So I think they got the forecast kind of right. I did hear actually on the 1 o'clock news that also Connacht was going to be wet, which is where I'm going, Clare's Connacht. So yeah, I have a raincoat in the back of the van. Oh, don't have an umbrella, don't need it. It's getting darker even as I speak. I don't know whether the camera is showing how dark it's just gotten. I'm actually going to have to put on my headlights, not even just my side lights. So anyway, so yes, I'm going to experiment and either do waffle dashcam music, waffle dashcam music, waffle music photographs. Who knows? I make this up as I go along. As I said, Spanish Pint was my first port of call. That could change now with the weather. Who knows? I'm making it up as I go along. So on that note, maybe roll it there, Sharton. Maybe not. Thank you.